Hey guys, P-Large Caliber Constrictors. I hope everybody's doing well. So today's video is going to be probably a little bit long. We're going to do some probably time-lapse crap in here somewhere at some point. But we are going to put together another rack really quick. Haven't done a rack in a minute, actually. Haven't had to put one together in a minute, I should say. So I do remember how to do it. So hang on a second. Let me go grab it. Hi, Lily. Stay there, Lily. Don't come. Yeah. I don't need you getting behind the racks right now, okay? Okay. In case anybody's wondering, Lily is our kitty. In case you guys have not seen her, I usually let her in the room at points. Unless the bigger snakes are out, then I don't. Oh, here's the box. Whew. So we are going to go ahead and open this up here. Move you guys now that I opened the door and got my stuff in here. So we can move you back over here. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lay this down here. There. Whew. It's not that heavy. It's just kind of awkward and heavy. Heavy, awkward, something like that. So we're going to go ahead and get this open. So, trusty knife. Tilt you guys down real quick. Should have done that first, huh? Before I put a sharp instrument in my hand. As I will cut myself. Alright. Let's get this open here. Get my knees to work so I can kneel down here. There we are. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this rolling. All right, there's that one. Now, when you normally order these, you order tubs. I do not need to order tubs because I have plenty here at the house. At least the size that I want to use on this. Because I'm going to use this as a backup for a hatchling rack. Just in case I need it. This year. Alright. Alrighty. Okay, little thing says congratulations on your new VE enclosure. Let's make sure you get it set up right. Remember, your animals are counting on you. Warning, only you can prevent a fire hazard. So make sure you use a thermostat of your choosing. They choose here, of course, Vivarium Electronics thermostats, but they're a Vivarium Electronics dealer. I do have several of those here. Always use a thermostat when using heat tape. Always follow enclosure and thermostat instructions. Always position the thermostat probe on the warmest area of the heat tape. Always keep your substrate a minimum of 1/2 inch or less. When heating from underneath, check your heat tape condition often, and never plug heat tape in that is in a roll or overlapping, and never operate heat tape in excess of 105 degrees. That's all very important. And of course, another Vivarium Electronics sticker. Now I should have a roll of heat tape in here somewhere, an extra roll of heat tape in here. I will go ahead and show this off in case you guys wanted to pause the video and read. So that's what came with this. All right, I'm going to close my knife because I'm about to stab myself with it. All right. Okay. There we go. Is there an extra roll of heat tape in here? 4-inch bulk heat tape. Yes, should be somewhere. I don't see it. Hopefully it's in here. But there's my order slip. So I do have that. So I know I ordered it. I got 12 feet. All right. So there's my rack. There's the rack. End video. New rack. Now we're going to go ahead and put this together too. Heat tape? How rude. There's no heat tape. Unless Hang on a second here. Ugh. It's down there in that part of the bottom of the box. You guys can't see that on the camera, can you? All right, we're going to set this up here. I know I'm noisy. I'm also old. Whew. The smaller bubble wrap's more fun. Yeah. Yes, I'm a little kid. All right, so you know what? You know. Heat tape stuff's down there at the bottom of the box. I always forget that. I said I haven't ordered one of these in a while, so down here, taped very, very well, is the heat tape and stuff. Stay. All right, and get out my cut myself in the hand utensil. And try and do this stuff here. Get over there. Stay. Thank you. And slowly cut the tape that's holding this to the bottom of the box. Maybe. I guess I'm not that smart. There it is. There we go. Look at all the tape coming out of there. Look at that. Woo! Okay, there's my 12-foot roll. There's my 12-foot roll that I ordered. That is, I think. No, that's actually for the rack. It's got a plug on it. 12-foot roll is right there. All right, and we've got hardware and okay. Here's all your screws. Got tons of these laying around here. So yeah. Now this is my roll of heat tape that I got. I got 4-inch this time. I think that's what I'm going to start using from now on is 4-inch heat tape. Now this is going to get cut up into 12-inch sections, and we're going to use this on our enclosures that we use at these shows. Now, I got rubber bands in here. I just had 2 of them. Excuse me. There. That's enough to hold that closed. Cool. That will get put with the enclosures. So there. Now, let's switch you guys back up because I'm going to get rid of this box. I need to move you guys back over. All right, so this box is going to get pitched out in the hallway. Maybe. Okay. Put this in your recycling. Empty boxes go in recycling. After I cut it up. Hi there. Okay, I didn't see you anywhere. Just checking on Lily. Usually she's waiting patiently right outside the door. Or scratching at the door, which she might do now. Alright, so we got our enclosure out. We got our rack out. Like I said, we got pins, we've got screws, we got some instructions. Now I have found over the years, sometimes their up-top basics instructions are a little lacking on their instructions. Instructing? Yeah. At least for their heat tape and stuff. So, you get some, you also get some electrical tape to tape your ends of your heat tape for your enclosure. Ooh. They've actually improved on their instruction. I don't remember if they had this the last time or not, but we'll see. Parts list. So we got the heat tape already wired, the rack itself, and then the rack. Now the rack is going to come with 60 pins. It's enough for 3 on each shelf. Actually, that's more than enough. Wow. Geez. I've got tons of those around here too. I've gotten like 3 packs of the 60s and then whatever comes with the racks that I've gotten. Little white pins to lock your tubs in case you need to. I've got round ones, I've got square ones, I've got all of the above. And I'm putting stuff on the rack that I need to use for where this one's going. Now, like I said, I got this mainly because I don't want to get caught with my pants down and not have enough rack space. I should be okay, and I have plenty of time right now, but that plenty of time will eventually turn into no time at all because, bam, here, you got babies. They're hatching. Oh, no, I don't have any rack space, type of thing. So, yeah. I'm about to start stripping. Take off this long sleeve shirt I have on. Now, this isn't, it's technically, it looks like a sweatshirt, but it's not as thick as a sweatshirt. It's just kind of that really soft, stretchy material. It's amazing. But, yeah. All right, so here's your little tool. I've got a few of these floating around the room here. That's what you're going to use the torque bits on your enclosure or your new rack. Keep walking around with that knife open, and I know I'm going to stab myself with it. Like I said, I've got several of these running around here. I think I've got one up here too. Yeah, I do. So I got one here. I got one here. I got one here. I got like 5 or 6 in the other room. I got one here. Nope. All right, I got that one too. So yeah. And for a second, I thought it was going to be like a 10mm socket and just disappear. Got my little, bought this little thing with thoughts that I would use it quite a bit. And I've used it a little bit. Yay. All right. I do like opening it and playing with it.
Plans, checking clutch cards, snake on eggs, watching hard. 6 clutches on the ground, more to come, that's how it sounds. Started with 5, now 80, room full moving crazy. Eyes on the heat, no slack, one more turn and they all stack. 6 clutches on the ground, more to come, more to come. Started with 5, now 80. Started with 5, now 80. Snake in the room, keep calm. Snake in the room, keep calm. my first clutch, one tub, one rat. Had to trust my gut. Late nights, watching ovulation swell. Lock calves to lock, lantern casting spell. Fortress out, coast on a tiny street. Follicles growing, I'm chasing that green. Every shed, every feed, every bearing I choose. Every miss, every win, I refuse to lose. Large caliber constrictors, everything heavy, everything bigger. From ball pythons up to bulls I breathe. Power in the coil, that's legacy. Large caliber constrictors, built in the dark, now the name getting bigger. From wrecks to the world at speed. I don't just keep snakes, I breed what I believe. Ball python combo, break that leg. Cloud to the spot nose, stuck in that flame. I track scorching through a clean white side. There's a ghost cloud, that refine shine. Posing the pins with the calm flow stare. Red tail queen, thick air, I prepare. Measure every shed load, every day. Patience is a weapon, I negotiate fate. Large caliber constrictors, everything heavy, everything bigger. From ball pythons up to bulls I breed. Power in the coil, that's legacy. Large caliber constrictors, built in the dark, now the name getting bigger. From rats to the world, that's me. I don't just keep snakes, I breed what I believe. You see skills, I see blueprints. You see pets, I see infrared bloodlines mapped like a family tree. Every hatchling born is a piece of me. Large caliber constrictors, everything heavy, everything bigger. From ball pythons up the bulls I breed. Power in the coil, that's legacy. Large caliber constrictors, built in the dark, now the name getting bigger. From rats to the world at speed. I don't just keep snakes, I breed what I believe.
Little hissy babies slither and they shine. Got that perfect pattern, totally divine. From the white to yellow, orange, golden, brown. Best darn little creatures all over this town. Wanna see them wrinkle, wanna watch them grow. Ball python fever, yeah, it's got me good. Ball python fever, misunderstood. Ball python fever, shiny scales so bright. Ball python fever. in the tub, Rubbermaid dreams on the rug. Rack roll glow in the muggy air, little codes coiled up, waiting there. Line 'em by weight, mark cards, dates, what I chase. Pastel steel in a plastic bin, see the future in the pattern on the skin. Snakes in a tub, breeding plan laid out. I see galaxies when the clutches hatch out. Genes are mixing, I'm losing track again. Ball pythons breeding crazy patterns in my brain. Yeah, snakes in a tub, I can't shut it off. Odds keep spinning while I'm dozing off. Every parent like a lightning in the rain. Ball pythons breeding crazy patterns in my brain. In my brain. Eyes on the locks, check temps, tubs, every box. Head stamp while like a Rorschach stain, trying to write my name in a living chain. Head on head, little long bets I say. Morph code scribbled on a coffee ring. Dream of the clutch when the phone starts to ring. Ooh, snakes in a tub, breeding plan laid out. I see galaxies when the clutches hatch out. Genes are mixing, I'm losing track again. Ball pythons breeding crazy patterns in my brain. Yeah, snakes in a tub, I can't shut it off. Odds keep spinning while I'm dozing off. Every parent like a lightning in the rain. Ball pythons breeding crazy patterns in my brain. In my brain. In my brain. In my brain.
Crack of dawn in the snake room. Racks lined up like a war platoon. Heat tape humming, tubs all tied, checking locks, every lid, every bag. Ultrasound gel on a belly, slow scan, black and white screen. I'm counting my plans, follicles stack like numbers on a sheet. See that glow? Yeah, she's ready to meet. Large caliber constrictors, that's the name on the door. From the clutch to the cut, always chasing one more. Ball pythons, boys, every gene in the drawer. Got the future in the incubator, cooking on the floor. Large caliber, turn the lights down low. Constrictors, watch the crown start to show. Big dreams coil tied in a plastic box. Hatch day coming, hear the ticking of the locks. Laybox line, a fresh chip bed. Female coil tied around a pile of red. Count 'em quick, wipe sweat. Hold still, 12 white shells. That's a year's big thrill. Pull 'em soft, mark tops with a pen. Line 'em in a tray, all lined again. Slide 'em in the stack, double check that gauge. Heart on high like I'm stepping on stage. Day 28, 30, 35. I wait, candle in the clutch in the dark that fade. Red lines dance in the glow. I stare, little lives pulsing in the air. ticking of the lights. me like a game. I'm breeding legends out of flame. Large caliber constrictors make my head a moving picture. More pythons in my grave. I'll never think the same.
Orange scales flashing, lavender light show. Black eyes watching, yellow glow. White pattern shifting, never the same, you know.
Alright guys, last part of the video, I promise. So we got all the instructions done. I have managed to get my heat tape nice and tight. The reason you want it nice and tight up against the walls, it's because, because you want that to run, be able to run your tubs in and out of the rack without an issue. So it's not catching heat tape anywhere. It's tight. It's tight. And the cord's right there. Okay. One main thing I did forget to mention is I did put it on there during that last segment. Put your rubber tape to cover the connections of the heat tape, the very ends. This part here, on that, this part here. These are exposed pieces of copper. They could shock you or could cause a fire if not properly insulated. So make sure you tape those off before you start using your enclosure or your rack. That goes for any heat tape that you're using. When I do my heat tape for my enclosures at my shows, I make sure the ends are taped so that there's no possible way anyone will ever get shocked. Now, it is time to start moving things here a little bit. In a second here while I get my thermostat situated into a position. I can stack here. Just stay there for just a moment. So now we're going to be moving some wires and stuff around. I'm going to have to figure something out here real fast. So I've got a jumbled up mess of wires behind this enclosure, but I am going to stack this for you guys here really quickly onto this rack here after I give it a good wipe down. Now, the VE6Es will only stack under the VE6Es. They will not stack under the VE6 with the solid size. The economies will only stack onto the economy size racks. So, just putting that out there. This doesn't have to be, well, I want it to be spotless, of course, but yeah. It doesn't have to be streak free. It can have streaks on it because nobody's going to ever see it unless I take it apart and pull that out. Now, the reason I emphasize you want to make sure that your feet, the little notches are down at the bottoms because they're going to fit into these pieces here. Kind of like a jigsaw puzzle piece. They're going to go right in there. They don't snap together, but they do fit in those little spots. Like so. I'm going to just do it, eyeball it on this side. It should line up pretty well on that side. Move it a bit. There it is. That one. And there's those. There it is. I'm going to feel pretty snug, man. Wow. Normally they just kind of set in the little grooves there. So now it's going to be a matter for me to get that big old mess there that fell, the big old mess of wires that just kind of fell back there. And you get all that fixed and put back up and rearranged. So I will do that off camera. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's been a minute since I've done a build video like this. Next time, well, I guess, stay tuned for the next video. I've got a couple coming. Let me know if you guys are enjoying the thumbnails I'm doing. Still work in progress on that. So yeah, guys, if you have any questions on these racks here, or where you can get these racks, I'll tell you right now, you can get them at reptilebasics.com. Go into their PVC rack enclosures. The one they also have long enclosures like what Jormungandr's in and what Bjorn and Frey are in. They also have those kind of enclosures in there. So if you're interested in any of those, or you're trying to maybe pick up a rack or something, go on there, check them out. They're pretty easy. I like the VE6s because they use the 3 different size tubs. They use this size tub. They also use this size tub for the bigger animals. This one needs clean. They also use this size tub here. So you can have one rack and grow up your snakes. If you have just a small collection, say 2 to 6, you can put them in this rack. This rack will hold 18 babies. Math. 18 babies with the small tubs. These tubs. You may think they're too long. I have put babies in these tubs and they thrive very well. You can just keep them in that tub for a bit longer of a period of time instead of like something like this. This is just, the other tubs are about that much longer. Cobwebs. About that much longer. And same, almost the same height and everything. These are just a little bit tinier. They're not much smaller than the other ones though. Look at that. Hey buddy, what's up? You shed, yay. Here's our boy Solaris, he just shed. Get that out of there. One full shed, good deal. Couldn't get by through a video without showing off a snake or two. Sunset male. So, yes. So, yes, guys. If you have any questions at all, God, that was weird. Any questions at all on the racks, please message me. Apologies, it's my weekend. Words are very hard sometimes, and yes, I'm gonna finish getting all those wires put back up and put together nicely. I am going to go hit the couch, I think the rest of the day is going to be a relaxing day for me. So, until next time, guys, please stay safe. Like I said, if you have any questions on anything here that you saw today, comment down below. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. The more you share it, the better we are. The more trying to get as many views as I can now. Trying to get as many subscribers as I can. Trying to grow the channel a bit. And so please share it. And yeah. Turn it on in the background, let it play, listen to me ramble about crazy stuff, and yeah. But until next time, I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe. Bye, guys.